Yo, we are out here. Hello, if you don't know who I am, my name's Zach Lara, and I've been coaching on Rocket League for over 4 years now. I do coaching with all my subscribers on Twitch, whether it's through Amazon Prime, paid on your own, or gifted by a member of the community. So if you guys do want to come by and say hello, I do go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm also a coach on Metafy, so if you guys wanted to book a session directly with me, those links will be down below, and I'd love to get a coaching session in with you. We also do give away random coaching sessions to subscribers here on YouTube, so if you're lucky like this person, you just want a free coaching session, please message me down in the Discord so we can go ahead and set up that free coaching with you. I do want to say thank you guys so much for all your support. It honestly means the world. So let's go ahead and dive into this replay.
Even though we lost like majority of the stuff, it was like definitely a fun experience. So
okay. Well, nice. Wow. That's a big miss.
yep.
All right, yep. So let's talk about that play. So the first time that worked out for you, so it's kind of hard to show you examples of like, hey, this is what you shouldn't be doing, but it worked out because last time you scored that goal. So we'll kind of go back and talk about it now. So in this situation, you have, your person passing the ball. And you have two options for this ball on every 50. It's going to be either a win or it's going to be a loss. So we want to make sure that we are playing the worst case scenario, and definitely the worst case scenario. I'm going to recolor all that. There we go. Worst case scenario for us, it's going to hurt us the most. It's going to be the loss. This is what's going to hurt the most. This is where we're going to lose offensive pressure. This is where the opportunity that they're going to score on is the loss. The win, the ball's going to be passed in front of the net, but if we don't play for the win and we don't score it, it's not the end of the world because we'll stay on offense still. Yeah. So right now you're playing heavy offense. You can tell you're playing for the win, just from your body language of your car. In threes, you'll have someone back here at this midline, behind the midline, which is exactly where you are, but they're playing for the loss. They don't care about anything what happens. If this ball is a win, they don't care. Like they're like in threes, the way that I teach threes and a lot of the way that professional players go about threes is they don't care about anything that's over here. They're just focused on the loss, because as soon as this 50 happens and it's a loss, they're the first ones to it because they can be very fast with it. And then same thing vice versa. They have someone all the way up here on these boost pads on the same side of the field with their teammate looking for the win, because as soon as that ball crosses that that plane here, they're taking a shot on target right away. They're not looking at the loss. They don't care about the loss. They're looking about win and nothing but win. So that's where like a lot of that speed kind of comes from. You can play this person up here in twos, but you're playing for the lowest percentage opportunity here, because like in any play where your teammate has to have 51 person, 52 person, it's like flipping a coin, head and tails. You need to flip it on heads and then flip it heads again to get the pass. The chance of one of these times landing as a tails is 50-50. So for them to flip heads twice in a row opposed to one tails, it's like just a higher percentage play is going to be the loss of the play. Yeah. So this time here, he just missed it. Terrible takeoff here. But if he just didn't just blatantly miss it, that ball was 100% going to go this way.
Yeah.
Which I could have told you that was going to happen before this play even happened, just because this is the losing side. With this playing the loss and the win, this is going to happen more the time than not. If he just completely misses it, then it is what it is. You capitalize on that perfect. But then we're going to do the same thing over here. So right now we're looking for win and loss. You're completely set up for the win. And then now you miss it, but then now all of a sudden, free goal going right back the other way.
Yeah.
Same thing here. So we're gonna leave this here. We got the win, we got the loss. We got two players in front of the ball. So there's two. He has to get past two players to get in front of this post here. The percentages are not there. I will say a little bit higher percentages because they're both facing the net. They're both shadowing the play here instead of, you know, rotating the back through the net like they should be to make the challenge. So your percentages still go up, but this is still a very risky play looking for the win here because majority of the time it's going to be a loss. So we're going to see what happens here. So there goes one player he has to beat, two players he has to beat. So do you see how you actually already had a default to the loss already?
Yeah.
So what I want to do with you is we're just going to play the higher percentage plays because now you are facing the wrong way. And now for you to make a play on this ball, you're going to have to use your mechanics and everything you can to make up for, I don't want to say poor positioning because you're playing the position that you want to play. You know what I mean? But for the positioning that you chose, for the situation you chose to put yourself in, because I would have you on these boost pads. So once you leave the net here, and this goes to the same thing with 3 as well, playing this third man role. Once you leave this net here, I would want you to follow these boost pads. Obviously not that close, but like probably right now. And then follow these boost pads to be on that losing side, because we know the higher percentage of the time the ball is going to be a loss. And that is, I just completely missed that L. That's going to be a loss. And we want to make sure that and this is also the one that's going to hurt the most. This one, if the ball passes in front of the net, it doesn't hurt you. This hurts you a lot. If it goes behind you, you go on defense and they wind up converting that into a goal. That's going to hurt you the most. So let's just go ahead and, you know, even if you're facing the wind still, but let's get your car just off to the side just a little bit, because this pass will almost never come. Like this is way too far. This is not going to happen. And as you can already tell, as you start to shift back that way, you're starting to, I think you're already feeling that, you know what I mean? So let's just go ahead and get you over here, because I would love for you to be able to then drive forward at this ball and make a play here or make a 50 instead of having to concede to a shadow here. Because now this is the only play you had. Like you had to drive from a shadow position here and then make a turn here, and then that was your play. That's just very unfortunate, because honestly you were already here. If you were just waiting right here facing this way, and then when he would have dribbled that ball, at least would have been a 50-50 here, a head-on 50-50.
Yeah, this is like the style of thinking that I'm wanting to try and get, like, you know, just common practice basically.
Yeah,
because a lot of the time I do feel like there's certain situations that I can read, and then there's certain situations where my brain kind of just like switches off and I kind of like panic mode, like right there.
Okay, cool. Let's talk about this one here. So what is your thought process from here on?
So I knew that the first man was coming, so I was trying to make sure that they didn't get that boost, but obviously they still got the corner anyway. So
okay,
so it put me like behind the play there. So
yeah, so I like that thought process. So big thing is, I'm a big fan of rotating back posts. Back posts has helped me tremendously on defense. It's helped a lot of people I've done coaching with over these last 4 years on defense, and it's a big thing I always push. Rotating the back post and going to pizza slice. And if you don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to pizza slice, it is literally a piece of pizza. So this one's not very big at all. Sometimes it'll be a lot. It'll be very big. So it just depends on the map. But yeah, you'll usually have a big pizza slice right here. And this is what we want to rotate every single time that we're rotating to the defensive rotation, rotating to that pizza slice, taking it by that pizza slice. What that does, that is establishes the back post rotation. And it also sets us up for the most success to make saves. Because when you're coming through the net here, every shot's coming from your right. You only have to drive forward. If we cut the net tight at all, then it leaves a lot of open possibilities for the net here. And since you're a car, you can't just like dodge, you know, side to side in any direction. Like you have to be facing the way that you want to go the fastest way. So we definitely want to make sure that we are fully rotating to the back post here. But the reason why I'm saying that this is relevant here is because it gets really awkward sometimes in rotations, especially when things have not been established. But right now you can see Rage is actually on that opposite side of the field. That is where you should be coming from on your defensive rotations every single time. So definitely like the idea that you're thinking about stealing that boost in that corner, but you don't want to do something that's going to pull you out of rotation, because then it's going to hurt yourself. which is exactly what this is going to do here. So
in that situation, then what I should have done is, like, when I've grabbed this boost here, just head straight for back post.
Yep.
I don't even like focus on the corner. Okay.
Yeah. So eventually, you know, we haven't seen it just yet, but there's going to be these 3 boost pads here: boost pad, boost pad, boost pad, pizza slice. This needs to become a habit. You just do this constantly, because if you don't have this boost, and you know, say all these boosts are gone, you only need 24 boosts to make this save. You know, are you going to be able to do an air dribble and make a big breakaway play? No. But to make this save, which is your biggest concern right now, you need 24. 36, so with that 12, 24, 36, that almost can get you to the ceiling. So we only need 24 to make a good, comfortable save to rotate around and hopefully, you know, pick up some more on the outside again. So this just needs to be a habit, grabbing those 3 and then going to pizza slice. If you already have someone in pizza slice, so say like, you know, you're playing 3s, Rage is here, your teammate's playing the ball, then you can go pad, and then go for the 100. Because at that point, you're naturally creating some space in between you guys. So you can go ahead and deviate to that one. You're not rotating, you know, wrong or anything like that. You need to create some space, because it's better than having Rage here and then you're right here. You guys are both parked next to each other. We want to keep that space and that rotation flowing. So definitely that's just going to deviate to what you're going to do, but this needs to be a habit. The other thing is, when you cut across the field like this, you are not rooting and running into your rotations. It happened earlier, but I'm pretty sure we might see it again, because Rage is going this way. Rage is rotating this way on the field. These are your guys' rotations, you know, going to back post, rotating through here, come back this way. So you don't want to go against the grain. That's when you're going to run into your teammates or 50 your teammates. And we don't want to do that. You know, we want to try our best to make sure that we are fitting in and flowing right into our rotation. Because when you go across the field this way to go into your rotations, you'll actually be going right through their shooting lanes. So we're going to say we already know which way you drove, that way. I'm going to actually go this way. So then say where we're going to be at. Okay. Go up the wall, come up the wall. Say we go this way, cut across the field. Depending on the situation, he's really slow here. But depending on the situation, you're actually going right through their shooting lanes.
Yeah.
Where that if they're already here, aggressive, ready to play this play, you actually can get the demo here, go to your 3 boost pads, and go to pizza slice with no issue, because they got in your way. You know what I mean? We didn't have to go and deviate and go chase them down or anything like that. They ran right through your rotations. You got a demo for free, and you got your boost pads that you needed, and then now you're still in position back here to make your save when it's your turn to go. Because yeah, with you rotating front post right here, and I get it because you went to go try to steal that boost, so he didn't get it. But with you going here, I mean, right now you're like, you can't add any value to the play because you are rotating the wrong way here. So like, so this is the thing too. So I like this initial thing. So in 3s, this is a very aggressive second man, but in 3s, a lot of professional players as second man. Go back to where we were. Sorry. There. Okay. A lot of 3s as second man, they're riding these pads all the way up here with that person. The reason why is because you want to be on this side of that pole, because if you are, we'll go ahead and play it here. Because you're over here, you went mid, you have to wait for this ball for an angle, you know what I mean, to hit this.
Yeah.
So this is where you're at right now. If we actually get you tighter on that same side on those boost pads over here, that shot becomes shootable here. Not really, but it breaks the plane where it's a shootable shot, opposed to over here where this is still like a tight angle, you know what I mean? So just by putting you on this side, you get to shoot earlier, you get to shoot faster. And also the other same thing as well is you look at the direction of your car is going. Your car went from very right to going to left. So now if you landed on this wall and recovered, you're actually going to be going the wrong way again. On rotation, you go ahead and go this way. You and Rage will both be rotating out the same side of the field and continuing on with your guys' rotations. This is a 3s thing though, because at this point you guys would have both overextended, and your third man playing for the loss would have been back here on the losing side. And guess what? He gets to pick up this 100% free ball. This is where I'm wanting you to default to as of right now, because yes, we want to put shots on target here, but the chances of this ball going in front of the net are not very likely. So you know what I mean? Unless he just straight misses the ball, which, you know, we can't, we don't really want to account for that because, you know what I mean? But I would have, me personally, I would have never gone for this shot.
Yeah.
Even though because it's a pass. And the thing is too, is like your teammate might be upset. Like, I just passed you the ball. It's like, yes, you did, but like it wasn't worth even going for because he's going to save it. Now is the time to go for the ball because now you have Trash Panda back there still. I don't know what he's doing. And your goalie just made a save in the net. That net's open right now. Now is the time to come through with picking up that ball. And that's why I'm saying play for that loss because he's going to hit this away regardless. He's going to panic. He's not going to have the vision to say, oh, no one's shooting this ball that's being passed in front of the net. I'm just going to dribble it away. And the higher ranks they may. But at the right now, the big thing is they're going to see is, oh, the ball's in front of my net. I need to hit it away as hard as I can. So that was actually really nice. So as you can tell, we did not rotate front post. We went to the opposite side of the field. You cut it a little tight though, because you went to this pad here and it puts you in front of the net here. I would like you to go back to that pizza slice just to give you a better angle, better everything. But still, really good here. You're here with it. And that just makes it such a way cleaner rotation. So you grab this pad. Let's see if you go across the field. There it is. That's the demo we're talking about right there. So that's exactly what we're talking about. So awesome. You cut across the field. I would have actually deviated. You have 74 boost. I would have actually went and got Panda because you still need to go behind to the back post anyways. You know what I mean? So I would have still went ahead and got him and then I would come to the net here. So do you normally rotate like this then to that back post, to that backside?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So it's like usually like when you see like the front post rotations, that's usually when I'm in like panic mode. So I like start getting like, you know, I'm not really thinking about what I'm doing as opposed to like just trying to get myself in between the ball as quick as possible.
Okay, yeah, I'm just saying you're rotating back post right now and your guys' defense looks awesome right now. So definitely the way to route. I would say I'd like you just go just a tad bit wider. Just to like just give you that little extra foot, inch, whatever metric or whatever you want to say. I don't know what the metrics are out here in Rocket League. Because okay, so let's talk about this one here. So this one here, pass there. So this one is like hit or miss for me. Sometimes I won't go for this. I don't know. I'm looking at the way that they were going about this one. I think I might have still gone for this one. But sometimes like I don't push this because right now, you know, they're both in panic mode. So you know that they're not gonna just, oh, I'm gonna take my time and just dribble it away. They're gonna do whatever they can to just hit it away, tap it away. And the thing is just you don't want to get pulled into that chaos. Like, you know what I mean? So a lot of times I will wait for this play to unfold. So this play happens here. I'm like, wait, because soon I think Panda might have gotten a touch there. So after he would have got that touch right there, then I would be scoring this right now, like just like he did. You know what I mean? Let that nonsense kind of settle a little bit because you don't want to get pulled into that, and then all of a sudden the ball goes over your head. Now it's going into your net. So it's there's a little bit of like a discipline in there. I mean, it's all over, you know, risk and reward. If you want to go for that, if you say yes, I'm letting that's gonna happen, then definitely, you know, however you feel comfortable with that. I just hate you seeing like, you know, the ball's literally almost in their net and then all of a sudden everyone just jumps on it and gets so it almost seemed like you thought he was going to jump for it and then he did not.
Yeah, so in this match, Rage, he's actually in the military, so he's playing on like very unstable Wi-Fi, and this is the portion of the game where like his connection starts to go. So I kind of start panicking because it's like 2v1. So, and that's exactly what happened here. Like he was gonna go, and then like he started getting latency and like lagging all over the place, so he didn't go. So I like sort of panic jumped, and then, you know, I wasn't ready for it, so I was just flailing at the ball. Okay. Like here, there you can see like he clearly missed an easy touch. That's because obviously, you know, his ping's all over the place. For sure. So even on this play here, we're looking for more of a win here. I wouldn't mind you being more aggressive here, just because you beat one pretty easily. Now it's a 2v1 situation. Now it's like, hey, let me hit it up to the backboard. Let's maybe make a pass
we still want to be careful because that would be so unfortunate if Potato beats both of you guys. So you still want to be careful, and we still want to play for the worst case scenario. But now you have a little bit more wiggle room where you can maybe make something happen here. And so just kind of just again with that, just like playing for that win, just kind of. I think we just need to kind of just tone it down just a tad.
Yeah, one of the things that I do find myself doing quite a lot is playing for the 50, and sometimes it doesn't come. And then it puts me out of position, like when I'm going for like, you know, aerial challenges and stuff.
For sure.
Like I've been mentioning that a lot to like people in the team as well, and just like it's like one of those habits that somehow I slipped into, and I just can't seem to get myself out.
Yeah, for sure. But the thing is, I'm noticing for sure is like you like to play for the win. Like I said, like it doesn't matter what scenario is. Like I'm just reading your car language here. Like right now, you're going for win, but you know you have to immediately go back for the loss. And that those like little slight, you know, adjustments there will add up over time. And depending if you're playing someone that's just like making you play perfect to win, like those things are just stuff you don't want to give. So now we're going for the win, just to come back to the net. Don't want this to get hit over both of your guys' heads, and it will. So like in this situation here, that was good. I'd be patient right here. Me personally would like be legitimately waiting here because Rage is going.
Yeah.
If Rage says I'm beat or you can go, then at this like right now at this point, I would probably start creeping out to play this ball here, just because he's last man back. And this person, I don't say this person on screen. I might have done a quick check, but it's like, oh, he's shooting. If you beat him here, they're going to overextend. This is why you don't go for passes, because they're literally going to overextend. And now is your breakaway opportunity to go onto their net. So now they're both shadowing back to defense, and now they're in trouble.
Yeah.
So that's just a little unfortunate. You know, I would really like for if you had a challenge here, because you got Rage rotating out now. Rage is rotating out, so you know he's going to be behind you. So now you can be aggressive and push this play. I probably would have went up the wall here and then just showed up.
I was trying to play the 50 on this, but I wasn't expecting him to get the catch on the curve like that, and it kind of threw me off. So like, and because obviously I didn't go on the wall initially, like I wasn't in any position.
Yeah. So I think the next thing too is what I would have done is because I'm completely fine with you rotating out here, I would like there be a challenge because he's already behind you. Your next thought process, if this isn't happen, is I would be going straight back to pizza slice. Let your teammate go as soon as possible and be like, you can go, I'm on my way back. And like I'm talking about cruising, because you want him to make a challenge here, like here, and then you would be almost at the net where then you can then again make another challenge. That's the biggest thing, is like when someone's going for a mechanical play and they have the time and space, how many challenges can you get in before that ball touches the net? Because right now we got one. It had one challenge, and the challenge happened on the goal line. You know what I mean? So if he would win this, lose this, there's no reaction for you to even handle it, because this is where it happened at. If you could have had a challenge here, perfect, and then he could have had a challenge, you know, here. You know, I mean, then you have the third man. Then that third man has the challenges here, but at least there was 3 challenges during this whole entire air dribble. Since we cut out this first one, I think you have enough time to get back, and it wouldn't be the greatest challenge, but you're also would be challenging after he's already been challenged up here. So it's like we're really kind of just knocking down that air dribble or whatever play that person's doing at that time, just knocking it down piece by piece. Okay, so what was your thought process with this here? From here on, what is your thought process?
Well, so I could see like Potato Dactyl was like sort of awkward, so I thought that I could actually get the shot from here, and then obviously I just completely messed up the touch. So
okay, yeah. So like when we're talking about like decision making stuff like that, like I definitely just want to hear your thought process. Mechanical things like, you know, that's, you can't really teach too many things because like we can teach you the form and how to do things, but at that point it's just you just need to get the repetition in, and you just need to shoot. So I just want to know like your thought process here. So you have 100 boost. You're coming from a very good position because you're coming from the back. You know, we're not shadowing here. We're not doing any hard cuts. All the boost in the world. He turns off and gives you a free possession of ball. This is where you see me on stream. You know I'm doing an air dribble here. You know I'm doing a play because I have the boost, I have the positioning, they're giving me the space. All check marks for this is where you get to now do your most mechanical play if you want to. Can you air dribble? Can you double touch? Can you just dribble the ball on the ground? Like you can do literally whatever you want, you know, follow your heart at this point. Because these are the situations where we're looking for all the boosts in the world. Right now we have 50, but when we started, you know, we had all the boosts in the world from grabbing the 100 here. Free ball possession. It even has a nice like high bounce on it. It's just like, this is beautiful. So at this time, like, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to take away you taking a shot. You want to take a shot on target, you can take a shot on target. I just think that we have some other options here, some other options that might produce more results, because honestly, if you don't get anybody to jump on this, then it's just like you handing away free possession, and you didn't. You got free possession here. It didn't do anything. So, you know, by you at least dribbling the ball on the ground, you're gonna force one person to challenge you, and you know that can, you know, make or break the offensive possession there. Or if you take a shot and it's on target, then you get to pull a goalie. Or if you go for an air dribble or a double touch, you're gonna make them go up in the air and use boost. There's a lot of different options. I think that we can utilize some of those options here at this time. So really good play on Rage to get that touch, because right now I would have liked you to go behind him because a higher percentage play, the 2v1 situation, and it was going that way. Rage had an awesome touch here though, pushed and like kept it alive.
And obviously if they'd have been following behind Rage there, I would have been in a better position to take that shot.
I like that. That's a nice shot. Nice. Did you see how you're on the losing side and you didn't mean to because you rotated out this way, but that puts you on the losing side of the play and you're here and you get a free ball possession. You actually get a nice little shot on target too. Like I said, he was kind of flat footed in the net. So I think if you would have had that on target, it was going in for sure. Okay, we're playing for a really heavy win here. Wow. Okay, so that actually almost worked out, but it shouldn't have. Like that's the kind of thing. So it's kind of hard to kind of to talk about what shouldn't happen, because I don't know what happened to Potato. He literally did not have a challenge here, but that was a free ball and there was a challenge here, and then you were committed for the win and nothing but the win. In threes, this would be great. I want you to be this aggressive, because if that ball is passing in front of that net, you better be shooting. So this is a great threes play. But you can also be this overextended because you have someone behind you. You know, you have like a third. Because you had that third man back here, you know, his car is sitting right here looking for that free possession from this person right here.
Yeah.
And so with this setup, you know, you have the loss, this person's covering the loss. That gives you full range to say, okay, if this ball's in front of the net, this is the win. I'm taking this win. You know what I mean? Like this is how it's set up, which is perfect, because this is an all or nothing play. Your teammate just got demoed. You're going for this. That's it. Because let's see, you're probably going to lose offensive pressure. Yep, you guys are going to go back on the defense. Oh, and they overextended.
And then I messed up the catch.
But like again,
and
like
I just couldn't catch the ball. So.
And that's the thing. I see this happening a lot from both teams, you know, and that's fine. It might be the rank, it might be the players, it might just be kind of just the atmosphere. But yeah, like obviously they're both over. So one person should be going for the ball, the other person does not, have zero business for being here. They're completely overextended, and when that's going to happen is it's going to just forfeit their offensive pressure, which it does, and then you get to take the free ball.
Yeah, that open net miss made me so sad.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
It's weird. It's like the more open it is, it starts to shrink. It's like it's weird.
It's too much. It's like too much pressure. It's like, oh, you should score this, and it's like, yeah, nah, that's not how that works.
Okay. So overall, the whole replay. What are your thoughts? What do you think? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel like if I can put into practice, like what you're saying, like if so. Specifically to twos, if you end up in a 2v1 situation, you kind of want to play the win more, right?
Yeah, you can start cheating a little bit more for the win. We still want to make sure we're covering, the worst case scenario and the higher percentage play. But at that point, if it's a 1v1 situation, now it's like it's a true 50-50. There's 50% chance it's going to be a win, 50% chance it's going to be a loss. But that other thing is going to kick in. But the loss is going to hurt me more if it is a loss. So I'm still, like, me personally, gonna really favor for that loss for that 50. Just because even when it is a face value 50-50, the loss is going to hurt me more than the win.